What the heck is this? Can it power a Traeger? Can it power an AC unit? Can it power a fridge? Ah! Do I need one? Or is it just a waste of money? This right here is the Bluetti 200 AC PT, what? AC200P. Whatever it says right here, that's what this is. Why do I have one of these? Do you need one of these? I don't know. We're about to find out. Check out this big thing. They always say the bigger the better. And the joke ends there. Ever since I did that survival video, which I kind of failed miserably, but I went out and I tried to survive on my boat, and I had a power station with me, similar to this guy right here. And ever since I posted that video, I've been getting emails about people asking me if the power station was worth it and if they should buy it. You guys, my audience, likes to do what I like to do, and this is one of these things that probably some of you can use. I've had this thing for almost 3 months now. Portable power station. This is the manual that it came with. It's a very small manual actually, but basically it's a power station. And I would say it's optimal for if you're planning on doing like overnight boat trips, island camping, maybe you're like into van life. What I really like it for is hunting. If I go out for 2 or 3 days for like deer opening season, bring this with you and everyone you're camping with is gonna love you. This isn't the first power station that I've owned, but right now it's the most beastly badass one that I've owned. And let's just dive right into it. What is a power station? I know there's a big lithium ion battery inside of here with an inverter. Wait, does it say? It's a 50 volt, 2000 watt with an inverter that brings you to 6 of these AC outputs. So this thing is, man, where do I even start? All right, let's just start here. You have a bunch of these 100 to 121, you know, your standard AC output. Bingo, bango. You can hook your blender to it. We're gonna try to hook the Traeger to it in a second. AC unit, maybe like a mini fridge, all your charging devices, computers, Wi-Fi hotspots, cameras, I don't know, everything, a little bit of everything. We also got 2 of these USB 5 volt, 3 amp ports. Bam, bam, we got 4 of those. You also got a PD 60 watt, which is like you can directly hook your Google phone to it, or a lot of wireless routers use that input. Really good to have. Those are your AC outputs. Then we also got the DC outputs here. So you got like your standard cigarette lighter, car charger type deal. And then down here, you got this real fancy, what is this? 12 volt, 3 amp, I forget the name of that plug. If you're a van lifer, you probably definitely know what that plug is, but I haven't used that one yet. And then you also have this output right here, which that's another one of those fancy van lifer kind of outputs. And then you have our power button. That's what's in the front, but before we power it up, let's charge it up. This thing is a little heavy. I mean, it's not like super heavy, but it's got some weight to it. Now here we have our charging inputs. This right here is solar panel or car charging, and then over here, this is where your adapter goes into, where you can charge it from the wall. I just so happen to have that adapter. So this is the bag that came with this Bluetti unit, and we got, well, that's our adapter. These are some of the cables it came with. Super nice cables. We'll take those apart. This right here is our wall charger. All right, we'll plug that in there. We'll put that down. This end of the adapter will plug into your wall unit or into your wall outlet or wherever. This thing just turned on. You can see a green little light there. And then you take this end and we stick it in here. All right, this is where it gets fun. Let's actually turn the unit on. Here's the power button. We're gonna push that. Then the LCD screen is gonna turn on here. Bluetti, loading. We can see it's currently charged at 62%. Can you see that on the camera? Bam! All right. Yes, now you can see it. So just because the unit is powered on, it's not actually turned on right now. You'll notice there's a DC off and an AC off. So right now, if I was to plug something in here, nothing would happen. The unit is not turned on. However, it is charging. You can see right there, it's currently charging at 477 watts. This is actually really cool because if you hook up a solar panel just on the other side where it says PV car, that's going to show you how many watts your solar panels are putting into the unit. And I believe that this unit can handle a total of 700 watts coming in from solar panel. So it can handle some big boy solar panels to power this bad boy up. You can also charge it up using your car adapter, but from what I've read online, charging it with your car is very slow and takes anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. Solar panel is probably the fastest way to charge it if you have a big solar panel system putting out 700 watts. Solar panel most likely, like during midday, will probably be giving you around 300 to 400 watts. And then plug directly into the wall, you got 472 watts. If you go into settings, there's an eco mode. It kind of goes pretty in depth with some of these settings. If you're like a die-hard van lifer and you build solar panel systems and off-the-grid living type stuff, these are extremely helpful settings. Me personally, I don't need that at the moment. However, I have considered building a solar panel system here at home just in case a hurricane hits us here in Florida. It would actually be awesome to have solar panels charging up this battery so I can always run my appliances, charge my phones, my cameras, my computer. That way I can edit more videos for you guys. Just like this one. You can see there's some product info, inverter and charger info, BMS maintenance. Oh, so here we can see the current battery voltage, 53, 54 volts. Battery current, 8.6 amp. The BMS state is currently in charge. What's this? Inverter and charger info. Yeah, currently input power 466 watts. So this screen is basically the command center. If you wanted to charge this with the solar panel, you want to take this plug that came with it. You're going to want to pop it right into here. There's a red dot and a red dot. They align, clicks in, and now the other end of that wire, you can use the other end of that. So these two would go together and then you can charge with your car, or you would hook these two ends together and then you got your positive and your negative to your solar panel. And that's all there is to it. Charge it with your car, charge it with a solar panel, or just charge it with your outlet. Easy peasy. So that's how you charge this thing, but how do you actually turn it on and how do you use it? Let me, what do I have around here I can turn on? How about a drill? Alright, so if I plug this drill in right now, is it gonna work? Yes or no? Is it gonna turn on? Nope. Nothing happens. But why is that? Why is nothing happening? I'll show you. Gotta go back to the screen. We have to turn this sucker on, and pushing the power button only turns on the LCD screen. Once the screen is on, you're gonna notice DC is off and AC is off. So let's click both of those. On. AC on. All right. Now I'm gonna unplug this battery from charging. Yep. All right, so let's see, I just unplugged it. 0 watts charging. AC is turned on. This is your AC, your USBs, those are your AC input, alternating current. Then you got your direct current, which is like your battery, charger, this stuff over here. Is it gonna turn on now that the AC is turned on? Oh yeah, baby. The screen actually shows you the load as it comes in. You can see exactly how many watts are being used. Let's take a look at that. You can see from using the drill, it's showing the load right here. This is AC load. And we can see it's using anywhere from 130. If I turn the drill up a bit more. Right now it's putting out 200 watts of energy. The 200 watt load on the AC. And if I turn it off, or if I stop using the drill, it'll go down to 0. So now you can see that there's no more load on the AC input. I've been using this drill for a while now, filming that whole thing. We haven't lost a percentage of battery power yet. Do your camping construction if you bring this thing with you. There's also 2 charging ports up top that you can put your phone on and it'll charge your phone. Watch, ready? There it goes. See that? Charging. Currently at 30%. Stop reading my messages. So that's cool. And if I put my phone up here, you can actually see right here, DC load is currently putting out 14 watts. So this phone is charging at 14 watts. Are you guys having fun yet? I want you to go and leave a comment. What do you think that this thing could charge? I got an AC unit over there. It's a big AC unit, and I wonder if it's gonna charge it. Let's try it. I might blow something up, but you know what? You only live once. Pardon the mess, I just installed that AC unit. I still need to foam it out. All right. Do you think that this thing is gonna turn that AC unit off? Or I mean turn the AC unit on? Alright, this uses 1560 watts, 13 amp. If this unit can turn this thing on, then that's insane. This is actually a pretty big AC unit. I use it to cool about 800 square feet. This is something that you would never take camping. You would never have a unit this big on like in like a camping van or something. So this is a bit of an overkill test, but I like overkill tests. Let's plug it in. I'm going to turn AC on. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Like, it's working. 650 watt load right now. Hold on. I gotta come look at this. We have a 635, 620, 630 AC load on there right now. It is handling this thing extremely well. I actually thought this was going to be a fail, but I guess not. The condenser is on, the fan is blowing, that AC unit is running at full power right now. It's 83 degrees in here and I have it set to 72, so you know, it's working hard. It's working as hard as it can. We just went down to 64% battery. This could literally be a lifesaver during a hurricane, I think. This is a lot better. I would rather have this thing and some solar panels than like a big generator that I can't get fuel for. There's a lot of pros to this thing. Power that off. I will turn the AC off on here. We'll unplug it. All right. You know what? I wonder if this thing would power this fridge here. Let's try that. Yup. Okay. So the fridge is currently running. And I believe the outlet for the fridge is here. Yep, that just killed it. Alright, so that's the fridge. Let's plug it in. Alright, now I'm gonna turn the AC on. Fridge is on. The fridge is on. There's cold air coming out, but for some reason it's showing the AC load as 0 watts, which I'm not sure why it's showing it as 0 when clearly there's power going to the fridge. Let's see, if I unplug it, okay, no more power. AC load is showing 0. Let me try to plug that in again. Lights are on now, okay. The fridge was blowing cold air. The lights were on, but it was showing 0 watts on the AC load. I have no idea why. But it definitely was powering it. Maybe there's some electrical wizard out there that knows why that just happened. Leave a comment below if you know why. But it was powering it. I just plugged it back into the wall. It's running exactly how it was, so it was powering it. But it wasn't showing the AC load on there. The condenser was on and it was blowing cold air. But you're not supposed to power a fridge this big on this unit, so I'm like really testing this thing to the limits. Speaking of testing it to the limits, I wonder if we can smoke some fish with this thing on the Traeger. Yeah. I got the Traeger, I got the Power Pack. Let's hook them up and see what happens. Plug the Traeger in, turn AC on. All right, moment of truth. Let's zoom in on this. Hot. Sorry, it's really bright out here, but we got about 240 watts power running on it. Probably in about 5 minutes, that thing should be smoking nicely. We'll wait for it right here. There's the smoke. It was like less than a minute. It's smoking now. Check it out. Oh yeah. All right. Well, now when a hurricane comes, I'm gonna be smoking fish, grilling burgers. I'm gonna have a mini beer fridge with some cold drinks. I did watch a YouTube video where someone mentioned that if you have a really weak solar panel system trying to power that, like a 100-watt solar panel, $20 solar panel from Amazon or something, it's not enough watts to kick on the charger on that. I think the lowest you want to go is like a 300-watt solar panel system. It can go all the way up to a 700-watt. So why not get a 700-watt system? If I had a 700-watt solar panel out here, that thing would stay fully charged all the time, even if I was using it, because it really doesn't draw that much power. Like even the Traeger right now, 215 watts. It's smoking real good, and it's only using 215 watts. If you got a 700-watt solar panel thing on there, you're good to go. Plus, it doesn't take long to cook burgers. Bluetti does sell solar panels for this unit. However, they're sold separately, but I think I got my next purchase in mind, because that would be super cool, especially if I'm going out in the woods for a few days or even a week. I will always have a constant power supply. And if it's not sunny for a couple days, it holds enough of a charge to still get all my everything I could ever need charged, powered, tools, energy, America. The Traeger's been running for about 10 minutes now, and we're still at 65% battery. I think we started at 66 on this test because I charged it up a little bit more. Probably takes me 20 minutes to cook a burger on there, so do a lot of cooking on that thing. Look how adorable it is. Whew, that was hot. Oh, I forget how hot Florida gets sometimes. Here it is. We're back downstairs in the cold dungeon. She performed way better than I thought she was going to. Hooking her up to the AC in the fridge, that was a first. The Traeger, I already knew she was going to power the Traeger. I've used her for that a few times. I've never tested this unit that extensively. I have taken her camping for a few days, but all I was charging was cameras. I was using a laptop, speakers to play music on, and then a couple like small things, and after like 3 days, we hardly used any battery. But I do want to get the solar panel for this. I think that would be an awesome addition, and we got about 4 months until hurricane season starts, so if I can get one before hurricane season, that would be epic. And then I basically would never have to worry about power again. I will always have power. I always have sun. I got a huge 50-volt lithium-ion battery here that drains extremely slow and puts out some serious wattage. It says, this piece of paper right here says 2-year warranty on it, so I guess that means I got 2 years warranty on it. Yeehaw! If you're thinking about getting one of these, I'm going to leave a link in the video description below. I'm also going to link a couple other people's review videos on this unit, because there's people out there that understand solar panel systems and all that wiring way better than I do, and they go into some serious details on how to hook this up, how to build out a whole solar panel kit and charging system and put it on your car or on a roof or wherever you want it. So if you want to watch like a really good review video, I'll link some of those in the video description. And thanks for watching. I know y'all want to watch some fishing videos, but I've been getting a lot of requests about this. Figured I'd make the video. I love the unit. Bluetti, thanks for sending me this thing. Stoked. Maybe you guys want to send me some solar panels too? But anyways, I got a fishing video coming out next. And until next time, cheers.